and welcome to the Driver Reviews channel. I'm Vicki Butler-Henderson and today we are looking at one hot pony. But this one doesn't have four legs and it doesn't live in a stable, but it is one of the fastest GGs around. It's the Mustang Mach-E GT. This SUV sits at the top of the electric Mustang range and the price is £74,500. At the other end, things start at around £51,000. The term pony car comes from 1960s America and describes a sporty coupe with an affordable price and a long hood, or bonnet as we like to say on this side of the pond. Then round the back there is the familiar and traditional Mustang signature rear lights. Now whilst I'm here I'm going to show you some tailgate technology which is super useful if you come to the car laden with bags. Just kick your foot under the rear bumper, the tailgate will open, pop your shopping in. Now in here you've got 402 litres of space, which is decent but not quite class leading. Of course if you want more just drop the back seats. Planting it onto the tarmac are 20-inch alloys with this lovely intricate lattice design, and on this particular model there is the £400 optional black finish. Wrapped around them are Pirelli P0 tyres marked with Elect on the sidewall, which denotes Pirelli tyres that are dedicated to electric vehicles. Before I get in, I have to show you this keypad, which is really useful. If, for example, you've said that you would meet somebody by the car, you're running late, it's raining, just give them the code, they can hop in and wait for you there. Once you're inside, you are welcomed by well-bolstered Ford Performance seats, but to get the best hug from them, you do need to be a bit bigger than my 5'5.5" frame. Ahead of you is a lovely mix of materials, suede panels, soft leather, shiny bits, but it would have been nice for the inside of the door pockets to be lined with something just to raise that premium feel. There's space here for two mobile phones, and one of which is a wireless charger, then a couple of cubbies, and then underneath this GT embossed armrest is a really useful cubby hole. Design-wise, it is stylishly simple and it is the best looking interior of all the Mach-E's. It's like it's got its business suit on, but might you want a little bit more for almost £75,000? All of the tech though is neatly stored inside this 15.5-inch touchscreen, which receives over-the-air updates for all the features. There are more driver assistance modes than you would ever need, but three that are worthy of note are the cross traffic alert system, which beeps to let you know a car is coming into your path as you are reversing. Then there is the reversing camera with 360-degree view. That is really nice and crystal clear. And then there's the Blue Cruise technology, which allows you to have your hands off the wheel when you are driving on certain parts of the UK's motorways. The sound system is from Bang & Olufsen. The roof is panoramic and there's room in the back for three. Or is there? Let's saddle up and go. Driver Reviews partners with many of the largest tyre retailers in the world, bringing you thousands of verified and unbiased customer tyre reviews. Our independent reviews cover over 70 different tyre brands across all price ranges and feature leading brands including Goodyear, Dunlop, Michelin, Continental, Hankook and many more. So when you're searching for new tyres, look out for the Driver Reviews logo to give you peace of mind that the reviews come from real customers just like you. To discover your local Driver Reviews partner website and to find out the winning tyres of this year's Customer Choice Awards, visit driverreviews.com. Ford still offers a Mustang with a V8 petrol engine under its hood, but I'm fully aware that having the Mustang name on an electric car has proved controversial. But bear with me on this. Perhaps it's a good thing that Mustang is electric as well, because at least it future-proofs the name. I'm sure you will agree to disagree, but hopefully what we can all agree on is the fact that Mustangs have muscle, and this is no exception. It has almost 490 horsepower, which puts it into Porsche 911 GT3 territory. This is no lightweight on the scales though. At almost 2,400 kilogram, it's about the same as 5 racehorses, and reining it all in are those big brakes, which give a sports car feel. So press the pedal, gives a nice bite, and things come to a nice, good stop. There is an extra driving mode in here for the enthusiastic driver. So as well as Mach-E's Whisper Active and Untame, you also get Untame Plus. Now, it is primarily for the racetrack as opposed to a horse racing track, but it is my favourite setting because it sharpens up the steering, the throttle, the suspension, and I feel it lives up to the GT billing when it's in that mode. You can't always access it. The battery has to be right and the conditions have to be right. This all-wheel drive GT with a dual motor can hit 62 miles an hour in 4.4 seconds from a standstill, with no wheel spin or any dramatics, because all 4 corners are working in unison to make you one of the quickest machines from the off on the road. You will outdrag a lot of other machines in this. It's also got the ability to morph more into a rear-wheel drive car in the Untamed Plus mode. So it's kind of like 2 cars for 1 that you get. The acceleration can be accompanied by an electric propulsion sound, which increases the more you put your foot on the throttle. Now, as fun as it is, I think perhaps they've missed a trick, because a V8 engine rumble could be piped into the cabin instead. I would be on and off that throttle all day long if that was the case. The suspension features Ford's MagneRide system, which constantly adjusts the dampers to outwit the lumps and bumps on the road. Now, it works particularly well once you're outside the potholed city centres of the UK, and it works really well in Untame mode as well. If you constantly seek your thrills using the throttle, then be warned, because this comes at a price, a rapidly reducing range. Now, officially, you can get just over 300 miles between plug-ins, which is very competitive. And if you want longer, then you can go for a mid-spec Mach-E with an extended range to give a further 68 miles. But for the GT, if you are worried about range, then I suggest you wrap your right foot in a silk lining rather than a lead boot. Mustangs have always had a touch of rebelliousness about them, and this one does too, albeit in a quieter, less playful fashion than the petrol-powered ponies. The GT is expensive, and I feel I need to steer you more towards the cheaper end of the Mustang range to get better bangs for your bucks. Thank you so much for watching Driver Reviews. Please let us know your thoughts on the Mustang in the comments section below, and please press subscribe and the bell icon so that you're notified every time we post something new.